Okay, so this 2 weekend I actually created this PR, which was about we discussed last time that in mobile we had all messy screen for event information.
Yes.
So I created this PR issue. Yeah. So, so now for event info section we have tab bar view. So for info and volunteers, this is how we are managing volunteers.
Okay.
And we also talked about this thing like to show the data, like how many accepted volunteers are there, pending
Oh,
volunteers, and volunteers still needed. So I
yes.
added this thing up, and this is whole crude operations, like you can update, delete volunteer, delete the group, edit the group information. Okay, so this is what concluded, and then I worked on
Hold on.
agenda.
Hold on. Before you
Okay,
do
okay,
that, can you go back to the video?
yeah.
And I was just looking at it. Can you just quickly play it from the beginning? How did you get to the screen? It's not obvious. Yeah.
This is info, and then we swipe, or you can also tap on the volunteer section, or you can swipe left
Yes. And
to
then
navigate.
in the video, when you went to the volunteers, then
Yep.
then it wasn't clear how you went to the next screen right after. Like, oh,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There are this manage. You can see. Then
okay.
if someone click on the icon, then it could manage.
Oh, I see. So that's the manage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That wasn't clear. All right.
Yeah.
Then you add
Sorry
the
for that, because
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And so now you add the volunteers. Okay. And now you're editing the group under manage.
Yeah.
I see.
So
Okay.
volunteer still needed became 7, and group name. Now we
Okay.
deleted the group. Group deletion is also working.
I see. Okay. All right. Thanks. That's
Oh,
that's
so
clear.
this concluded volunteers management. I actually had some doubt regarding agendas one, like
Okay.
for the sequence in website, like right in website we are doing this for the admin panel.
Yes. Okay.
So if we are changing this, the whole page resets and all, then multiple requests go to the server for that. Like if there are 4 agenda items, then all four of them get updated. So I had this doubt, if there are number of agenda items and we change sequence for one, then for every item sequence will be changed, and for all that request will be on. So like, is it good? Like for performance wise, it is okay.
Can you think of another way to do this? I mean, it sounds as if you feel that there's a different way or a better way to do this. So it would be good for you to explain what you think would be a better solution.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it, but like right now I saw how it's being done, so I had to ask, like, is it okay or not, because I'm not that good at backend part,
Right. Yeah. What it would, if you're going to be, I would think that if you are rearranging the sequence, there would have to
then
be
the update
some.
request for all items being sent.
Yeah. It may be something that we can tolerate because most events are not going to have a large number of items and it's not going to be modified very, very often. But it might make sense for us to open an issue about it to try and see whether we can make that more efficient.
All right, and for the agenda section, I have added this. Wait. So since the mobile screen is not that large in width, so what I have done is made it expandable. So what we could do is we could by clicking on it we could see the categories and the description.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Is it okay? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I want to ask.
Oh, and so now I see what you're saying, because now the number one is at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, that's really I haven't worked on, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, I see.
So what I will do is now, according to number wise of sequence, I will arrange it and then add there is a package which I researched about, and you could do the same functionality what we are doing
Okay, could you go back
on
to
admin panel.
can you go back to the web page with the agenda items, please? All right. So one of the things, can you edit any one of the agenda items? Not info, not info, just yeah.
Here, from here.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. The reason why I'm asking this question is because the whole idea behind the agenda is so that people will have an understanding of the sequence of activities in the event. So if you have a wedding, there may be different things. But based on this view, you cannot tell how many minutes each person has to work on. But there's an edit duration here. And so we need
in this part, if you are clicking on this, then you are going to see duration.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that if you have this screen on your tablet as the master of ceremonies, you won't be able to see how much time you have for this particular item on the agenda. So we need to open an issue for that. That is not an acceptable user experience, right? And the reason why I say this is because I noticed that you didn't have the times on your screen. Either.
So I should include time here, right? Duration.
You should have the time on without needing to expand it, right? Because right, exactly.
Yeah. All right, got it.
And so that means the person will be able to know how much time they have, and possibly during the event have a countdown to say how much time they have left during each of the items. Like, say for example, if the event has actually started, there could be a little time thing to say you're over or under the expected
So suppose
time.
the very first agenda item we have, its countdown should be started. That's what you are trying to say.
Yes. One of the things that could be done, I'd ask you to think about this. So one of the things that could be done is when the event has started, if somebody clicks on it, then a little timer comes up, and the person realizes that they have a certain amount of time, and then when they go to the next one, that the previous timer stops and the next one begins. Because many times the event may not start on time, and so if you start the timer exactly on the time of the calendar entry, it may not necessarily work. So that could be an interesting feature to have. Yeah,
I mean, we could do that. Like, suppose we have a time here that event will be started at this time, and when it is started, we could do this. Like for the first sequence, we show a countdown here, and if event has not started, we could show that event hasn't started yet, and if event has started, we could show the countdown for the first item. And when that first item duration is over, we could automatically delete that item.
Well, I don't think we should delete the item just in case.
Or over, or we should case.
Just in case. I don't think we should do that. But what I'm saying though is, if we start the timer when the event is on the date and time of the event supposing to start, then it may be invalid. Because, say for example, the event is 15 minutes late in starting, and the first item was only a 10-minute item on the agenda,
as it started,
then it doesn't make sense. So we have to find some way to say start or stop, but it also needs to be done in a way that is intuitive.
So only event admin could start and stop it, right?
Yeah. Or yes, I think that, or yes, I think that would be the best, or yes, that would be the best way to do that, because if not, anybody could start it and create chaos, right? So That would be something that we'd want to add. But Dante, really think about this
I mean, we could,
very
okay, I
carefully.
have thought of this. Like, we could show the duration here, and when we expand it, we could show like if it has been started, the agenda item duration and all in an expanded part.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right. Maybe you could have the start stop right there as an
No,
option.
yeah, start stop for the admin, and for the rest, for the registrants, registers people, we could do that, like show the time, like how much time is left on when
Possibly,
it is.
possibly. I don't think most people are going to be looking at the agenda. They're going to be more interested in looking at whatever the event is. It's going to be really only the admin that's going to want to see all of this stuff. That only the admin is going to want to know what category the event, the agenda item is.
Yeah.
Right,
All
because
right.
if you're attending a wedding, do you really want to see that it's test category 2 or test category 3?
Three.
No, because that is only really important to the administrative team.
All right.
Right.
That the start and stop functionality would be should be implemented on backend, because
Oh,
that will be showing the all, like because of that thing functionality, we will be able to show other registers that this has been started. And
um, no, I think I understand what you're saying in that you're going to want this to be seen by all the various participants, but most people who are attending an event are not going to be looking at their mobile phone and critiquing the punctuality of each item in an event. Like, say, for example, if this is a
yeah,
wedding,
yeah,
if this is a wedding, nobody at the wedding is going to be looking at their phone to see whether this thing is on time or not. Right? All of that stuff is going to be handled by the master of ceremonies.
yeah.
Right? People may have something on a program that has been printed that they'll be looking at, but no one's going to be looking at their phone for this.
Okay, so for
So
the
this,
if you
so
could do, if we will do it for the event admin, then it is, yeah, it could be done on the front end.
exactly, right? Because really all it is, it's a stop clock for
Yeah,
for this particular item, and when the timer for the stop clock exceeds the time that comes from the API, then some sort of a flashing thing could happen as an option, right? So,
all right.
but think about think about whether there's an intuitive way to do this, and if there's not an intuitive way, maybe it's something that we should wait and see whether it's something that we should
Okay,
do now or not. But it could be
okay,
something that would be useful.
useful.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Right. But this is, and I like what you have here. One of the things that we have to be careful about is that, I mean, hmm,
Yeah, design part. Yeah, I'm gonna change the colors in it. That's just like,
well, I'm also looking at the categories as well and wondering whether it's really necessary on the mobile phone.
because event admin will be able to see like what category.
Yes, yes, I understand, but mm, during the event, I don't know whether that really has much value while the event is actually going on, because the mobile app is going to be most likely used at the event itself, whereas
Yep.
the web app is going to be more of a management tool behind the scenes, where the category would be more important to the administrator or of the event or the creator of the event. Let's leave it as you have it.
Okay.
And what we'll do is wait and see what feedback we get from the first set of alpha and beta testers, because I really would like to get this applications beta tested by the end of the year. Have some college groups start testing it out and see what can come out of it. So see what you can do, but make sure that it's intuitive. Work with your mentor. It really has to
All
be
right.
intuitive. Okay?
All right. All
All
right.
right, thank you.